Hi, I'm Christopher Dunn again. This is HandmadeInVermont.com, and today we're talking about the Hubbardton Forge Stax 6 Light LED Pendant. This is the 1349. It's also a singular pendant too, a Stax and a matching wall sconce. You should check those out too because they would all work really well together. Let's talk about the body of the fixture to begin with. So 2.6 inches high, 9.4 inches wide. Length 33.7, that's going to be a left to right, so that's in line with like a 72-inch dining table or a kitchen island, possibly up to an 84-inch dining table. Okay, moving on from there, let's talk about what's going on as far as overall height. Now we're talking about distance from bottom of fixture to actual ceiling is going to be a range. It's going to start off at 20 inches and it's going to go all the way to 100 inches. So if you need yours to be longer than 100 inches, drop me a quick email. Say you're looking at the 1349. Tell me what you need. Tell me you're looking at 200 inches or 180 inches. It doesn't matter. I'm going to take your email, send it through Hubbardton Forge's customs department. We'll come back with an answer of what we can do to help you. It adds a little time and money, but we do customs every day, so don't be afraid to ask. This, if you're going to be using this on the sloped ceiling, best thing to do would be to drop me a quick email so I can go over that information with you. If you have the pitch of the ceiling, that's going to be pretty important too, so please do that if you can do that for me. Let's talk about the glass on this. It's going to be using Hubbardton Forge's hand-poured thick clear glass. Really beautiful. So LEDs are going to be built at the top, kind of pushing light through and then through basically a ring of forged metal and then back through more glass down below. Okay, moving on from there, why don't we talk about what's going on with the canopy up on the ceiling. To show you more information about that, we're going to look at the installations instructions. So if you're on the page for this on HandmadeInVermont.com, look over on that side of the screen. Midway down, you're going to see a link. It's going to say click here for installations instructions PDF. Open that up for me. So these installations instructions always have a great amount of information we can't really show you in photographs or specs. It's just, so there's line drawings there to show you the inside of the canopy, how it's going to go on your 4-inch junction box. Canopy is 13.2 inches wide by 36.3. So it'll hang on the box, but there's also other places it's going to attach to your ceiling, and the great way to show you that is those line drawings. There's also installations directions there, and there's a full parts list. So it's lots of good information you should take advantage of. It's going to be a transformer in that canopy. It's going to transform your line voltage into low voltage that safely goes through all of those cables, which are always kind of a steely gray. One's positive, one's negative. Just little bits of information you kind of want to know. What's going on as far as the lamping in each of these stacks. So each of these is going to be 4.5 watts of LED. And that's about the equivalent of about a 40-watt halogen. And the color of the light coming out of these is going to be on that warmer side. So we talk about the color of LEDs in all of our videos. We start off talking about 2700 Kelvin or 2700 K being kind of like the setting sun or like a halogen bulb that's been dimmed down. That's the more romantic light. And then all the way to the other side of that where we talk about daylight, which is kind of a 4000, 5000 Kelvin. That's that blue-white light like in a hospital waiting room. This is going to be the one way around this side. So this is going to be that 2700 Kelvin. The light coming out of this is going to be that more romantic type. Perfect for dining room tables, I think. Possibly for kitchen islands. Each of those is going to be the equivalent, like I said, of a 40-watt halogen. So that's, 6 of these is going to add up pretty well. The other thing about that is, well, 2 things. So one of them, it's a dimmable fixture. So if you want to put this on a dimmer, you probably want to take this video, you want to take the installations instructions PDF link, and then take a link to the page for this and shoot them all over to your installer. Email them to those people so they can see what you're up to and what they can use for the dimmer on the wall for you. And the other thing is, if you are not looking for that 2700 Kelvin, maybe you want it to be in the middle of the road, the warm white, which is a little whiter. That's the light coming down on me right here. This is 3000 Kelvin. You may want that. Or you might want that blue-white light that, is the settings, blue-white light is that daylight. It's called daylight, but it's really kind of an overcast daylight. And that is something we can do for you too. So we can do a lot of customization on these fixtures. They are made right around the corner from us, and we do customs, like I said, every day. You would say you're looking at the 1349, and you would tell me basically you want 3000 Kelvin or 4000 or 5000 Kelvin. We can put those things through the customs department, and they come back with an answer. And like I said, we do it every single day. Let's get into finishes now. If you're on the HandmadeInVermont.com website, look over on this side of the screen. Midway down, you're going to see a tab. It's going to say Finishes Help Guide. Click on that for me. that there's going to be a video on there of me talking to you guys about the differences in Hubbardton forged finishes and how they can look on different types of forging. I'm going to be talking about a chart a little farther down on the page. You'll see it next to me here. It's going to kind of go over the differences between heavy forging and non-heavy forging, and it'll be talked about in that video. So it's really important that you kind of watch the video, use the chart. You can click on that chart on different things. So you can click on dark smoke and a big page will pop up and show you lots of different things in dark smoke. Click on burnished steel or natural iron, it'll do the same thing. But it's really important that you understand how Hubbardton Forge's finishes are kind of divided into translucent and opaque and how they can look on different fixtures. Our showroom in Vermont has we're up to 400 Hubbardton Forge fixtures spread across 2 floors. We have a What's on Display page. It's way up there in those red tabs again, so click on that and you can see what we have to show you. That changes all the time because we're always adding things as they come out. Showroom's open every day except Sunday from 11 to 6. We have an amazing clearance center here too. Clearance center stuff is 75% off MSRP. It's returns, discontinued things, and showroom samples. If you were coming to visit us, bring a good-sized vehicle, something like a big SUV or maybe a small truck or something like that, because you might find something in the clearance center that you want to take home, and it's a lot of fun to go through. 75% off MSRP is an amazing bargain, so you should really take advantage of it if you can. Like I said, we're open every day except Sunday from 11 to 6. I'm here every day except Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. You can call us at 802-446-2400 during business hours. You can email us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, all the time. We love to answer emails. When you buy your Hubbardton Forge fixtures from HandmadeInVermont.com, shipping is free to every state except Alaska and Hawaii. There's no tax if we ship out of the state of Vermont, and we're the only dealer with 90-day returns and no restocking fees. No one else even comes close to that. Some larger items are non-returnable. We'll always tell you about that. It'll be in the description thing, that part of the description underneath on the very bottom. So keep an eye out for that. We also offer a rush program. Hubbardton Forge generally takes about 3 to 4 weeks to get product out. They don't stock anything. That's how you're going to get all your finishes, your adjustable ranges to play with, all those things. We can cut that time in half, and it's super inexpensive. If you want to know more, drop a quick email, and I can walk you through the whole thing, okay? So, if you guys have any other questions, let me know. Love to see you in our showroom sometime, and have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.